सचिन रविंद्र के सामने नहीं चली वरुण चक्रवर्ती की एक भी इस ओवर में। शुरुआत और अंत छक्के के साथ।
राज जी आईएएस करना चाहते थे।
अगर आप चाहती हैं कि हम 1 साल की छुट्टी लेकर के यूपीएससी की तैयारी करें, वो तभी हो पाएगा जब अम्मा उसकी परमिशन देंगी।
अम्मा को मनाने की जिम्मेदारी हम लेते हैं। We are a team.
दूर कर दिल मेरा सीज़न 1 स्टार प्लस और जियो हॉटस्टार पर।
पिछले मुकाबले में सबसे चर्चित ये बात थी जैसे ग्लेन फिलिप्स खेले थे वरुण चक्रवर्ती को, खड़े खड़े क्रीज से छक्के लगाए थे। विश्व के नंबर 1 टी20 अंतरराष्ट्रीय गेंदबाज है, भारत के ट्रम्प कार्ड है वरुण चक्रवर्ती। लेकिन न्यूजीलैंड मिडिल ओवर्स में दिखा रही है किस तरीके से पड़ रहे हैं और इन सपाट विकेट्स पे कैसे 6 लगा रहे हैं। ग्लेन फिलिप्स स्ट्रेट डाउन द ग्राउंड। इससे वरुण चक्रवर्ती नहीं, हम 2 ट्रम्प कार्ड्स की बात कर रहे हैं, लेकिन नेहले पे दहला इस समय न्यूजीलैंड के ये 2 बलशाली बल्लेबाज लगा रहे हैं।
दोनों अलग अलग डायरेक्शंस में ये छक्के बड़े लगा रहे हैं, बड़े शॉट्स लगा रहे हैं। ग्लेन फिलिप्स हालांकि स्पिन उतना अच्छा नहीं खेलते, लेकिन वो जो एरिया उन्होंने चेंज किया बड़े शॉट्स खेलने का, वो ज्यादातर सामने की तरफ मार रहे ताकि वो लीडिंग एज ना लगे। वे बहुत बड़ा बदलाव है, इसलिए इतने इफेक्टिव भी नजर आ रहे हैं।
मजबूरन बहुत बाहर इस गेंद को डालना पड़ा। बारी किनारा जाएगी थर्ड मैन बाउंड्री की तरफ। अर्धशतकीय
ग्लेन फिलिप्स को सामने की तरफ मार रहे, इसलिए
J188 Aviator Aerial Combat.
particularly keen, Surya Kumar Yadav. 9 of this over. Tell you what, he finishes with a dot ball. 9's not bad. And he does. 2 wide, still 9 of the over. 120 for 3 after 11.
I know you get 2 reviews and halfway through the innings, I get all of that, but Sanju Samson's got to be better. He's got to be better in those situations. I mean, from a bowler's point of view, you always think that they're out. You always think they've got a wicket, but Sanju Samson just has to be better in those situations. You don't want that to come back and haunt you later. It was so far outside off stump.
So they're trying their 7th bowler in Shivam Dubey. Listen, when you say that Sanju Samson's got to be a little better, a little more authoritative, is that what you're saying?
Yeah, just basically take control. He knows it's outside off stump. He must know. He's captained. He's played a lot of cricket. Just needs to be more vocal and say, look, I'm sorry, Varun, but that is outside the line. We can't afford to waste it here.
This might be a 1-over spell.
And for me, DRS, in charge of the DRS has to be the wicketkeeper as well. He has to be more forthcoming with his opinion. A little more forceful as well. You look at the slow motion, you see Sanju's hands as well. And in fact, to be fair, Sanju did say that the impact is outside off stump, because the slow motion, you see his gloves were placed outside off stump. So he was quite confident it wasn't. But not just Sanju, then Surya has to back his keeper.
Well, I take it back, because he was authoritative enough, I think. He actually said, no, fair play.
You look at the slow motion, you see, because the slow motion, you see his gloves were placed outside off stump. So he was quite confident it
Straight up. Hardik Pandya takes another catch. His third today. The experiment with Shivam Dube has worked. But once again, New Zealand putting together partnerships in quick time, but not big enough. The partnerships. Mitchell goes.
That's good from Shivam Dube. Pace off outside the line of off stump. He's making him drag it. That's exactly what Mitchell's done. The feet haven't gone near the ball. He's still, I mean, that should be going over extra cover. But he's preoccupied with going down the ground. It's good bowling. Well, Harding's second and third catches have been pretty comfortable. Continue to take wickets. This time it's Daryl Mitchell who departs for 18. 11 to 125.
Sharp's biggest ever half-price sale is now on. Get Sharp's bespoke fitted furniture for every room, from living spaces to home offices and bedrooms. All ranges are now half price, including our best-selling shaker range. Our exclusive Space Plus system means we won't be beaten on space. Plus, you get our 15-year guarantee for total peace of mind. Sharp's biggest ever half-price sale is now on. Book your free home design visit today at sharps.co.uk.
This is interesting, Deep, Julie. So they say we've got Santner next and then the bowling all-rounder. So let's not lose a wicket for the next 3 or 4 overs. Or do they say no, we'll just keep going? And if it comes off, always look at the positives. See what happens if it does come off.
I think it's the series to test yourself. Look, I mean, I'm not saying there's nothing on the series. I'm not saying it's insignificant, because it is. But it is a build-up to a World Cup. So you don't know how hard you can go or how far you can push unless you try. And I think if you're ever going to do it, and if you're ever going to get a bit of leeway to do it, this is the series to do it.
Just looking at the offside field that you said Mitchell should have targeted. Just take the single. He's given himself support, I think, with deep cover and long off, and saying if you go over, there's people there. You want to go over long on, go fetch the ball.
It's a very interesting phase, isn't it? This could, if India picks up a couple of wickets, this could be a 170, 180 game. New Zealand would be quite disappointed if they don't get to 220 from here on. At least over 200. But the next few overs, India pick up a wicket here. And suddenly you're looking at 175, 180. I think this has been a really good over from Shivam Dube. On the right length, the right lines so far.
And he ends it well too. 7 of the over and a wicket after 12, 127 for 4.
To the max and goes back. They got it beautifully in the last game. Chapman. They were chasing a big target. That is something which the bowlers never enjoy. Running after a offside. In the end, that is something the bowlers don't enjoy. What was interesting was that at 6 o'clock there was no dew. At 6:25 there was already enough dew. The field, so it is going to be the same for both sides. That is a given. Tough for the spinners.
Even for the fielders,